It is the morning of day 6, Saturday. I'm getting ready to leave the NOC. I'm here in the dining room. This is the commons room for everyone who's staying here. Really nice space and a kitchen with a little bit of equipment, enough to get by. And I'm gonna sit down and have some breakfast. I had planned on going down to eat, but it's a walk way down the hill to the restaurant, and the trail is uphill from my cabin, so I'm not going to backtrack. I'm all packed up here and ready to go. 8 a.m. I've reconstituted my powdered milk into my little pouch here, and trusty bag of cereal, but I won't be eating out of a bag today because I borrowed a bowl from the kitchen, so pretty upscale. Then I'm going to hit the trail as soon as I finish eating and start that climb up the mountain out of the Nantahala Outdoor Center. It's been a great stay here. This is a really wonderful place. Met a lot of fun people, and it was a good break. My knee feels great, and I'm ready to hit the trail. And in a couple of days, I'll be at Fontana Dam. Onward. Okay, we're about 2 miles out of the Nantahala Outdoor Center. Nice day, breezy, overcast, cool. It's really, really beautiful. The climb hasn't been too strenuous, just constant. And I came along a monument here I wanted to share with you. People pile up rocks. I always thought that was fascinating, all over the world, how we pile up rocks. But it says here, on December 7th, 1968, 783 feet from southwest from this point, Wade Sutton, a North Carolina Forest Service ranger, gave his life suppressing a forest fire. And thank you. Might more fully enjoy the hike along this trail. That's pretty cool. So I will leave a stone of gratitude behind as well. And you can see all the bands and special momentums and things left behind by people over the many years. It's pretty cool. Well, onward up the trail. You never know what the next surprise will be. Such a beautiful spot. I had to stop and film it. I'm about well, I guess about 3.5 miles in, maybe almost 4. So I've got 2.5 miles to go to get to the shelter, or 3.5 if I'm going to go to the top of the mountain and stay there. Came across this real cool little outcropping with a nice steady flow of drippy water right there. So I filled up my quart container that I always carry with me empty, and I'm going to down that real quick. Got my drops here. You have to mix so many drops together from each container to activate the chemicals and then dump it into your water. Kind of tastes like an aluminum can, but this way I don't know what's coming down the trail. I'm carrying a half gallon of water, but when you pass something like this, you want to fill up. So I'm going to drink a bunch of water and then hike on. My map says there's a really great lookout point about another half mile down the trail. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, just came up the trail that way, and the trail goes off this way. I'm at mile 141.9. I'm only going to 145 today. That's a mile past the shelter. So just got a few miles to go, and there's this lookout point here. Just forgotten what the elevation is. I want to say 3649. 3649 is the elevation. I'm gonna stop here on this outcropping and have some lunch. It's about 1:30. Haven't eaten yet. Wow. Way down there is the river, the gorge to the NOC. Pretty amazing. And over on the other side of all that are the mountains I came over a few days ago, down into that gorge, and now climbing back up into the mountain heights to ridge walk for a while over to Fontana Dam. Definitely time for lunch. Here is Sassafras Gap Shelter, or Sassafras Shelter. This is where I was going to stay tonight, but I'm not going to stay. I'm going to fuel up on water, rest for a half hour, and climb another mile up, get up to a big clearing and camp up there. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a double-decker. It's about 5 o'clock on day 6. I am here still at Sassafras Shelter, and I'm going to hike up a mile to the top of the mountain and sleep up there in a tent tonight. It's supposed to have a beautiful view, and some other guys have gone ahead. But I want to show you the water supply here. I'm filling up all my water because there's no water up there. It comes out of the ground right over here, kind of out of a little cave. And then they put a pipe laying on the ground here. The pipe collects the water and comes out here, nice and pretty clean. So I can catch it in my little drink container. And then I'm pouring it into my platypus bladder right there too. But first, before I drink it, I need to go put the purifying stuff in there. But it's very cold and very clean looking, but still going to treat it, because I don't think I drank any of the water without treating it out here, just to be safe. Well, that was a long, challenging day. Made it all the way up to Choa Bald. Just stunning. Here's the view of the sunset. I made it up here about an hour and a half ago. There's 2 guys and a couple up here also, but you can see way off in the distance there the sunset side, and then down and a town down there. I don't know what it is. Nope, no clue. I'll have to look at my little map. And those are where that's where we are heading. If you can see the sunset there on the lakes over there, that's where we're heading. That's Fontana. And that ridge up there is the Smoky Mountains that we'll be heading over. Let me walk through the woods here to the other side of the mountain, because this is really up here on a peak. On the very top is this bald. And show you our campsite. In the morning I'll get some more real good pictures. The sun will be coming up on our campsite side. So let me swing around here as I come up over the hill. It's going to be real breezy up here tonight. It's supposed to get down to about 40 in my tent. And here is the view. Great view, and I'll just swing around so you can see camp. There's my dinner ready to go. And it's just stunning. That's all for tonight. Gonna get some sleep after I eat.